This game's winner is Grandeur.
That's right, everyone. This is what true power is capable of.
That was a fierce battle, Ganondorf. Congratulations on your victory.
You're deserving of praise, too. All of your hard work has finally paid off. Perhaps next month you'll be crowned champion.
Let us hope so.
The first accepted newcomers for the upcoming Broad Series of tournaments were decided today. Meta Knight, Wario, Pit, and Solid Snake all passed these qualifiers earlier this afternoon. These exhibitions also offered us a first look at an improved Pokemon Stadium, which is expected to be fully operational by...
I'm so close now, Pichu. So close to fulfilling our ultimate goal. If only you were here to enjoy it with me. Hello again, Zelda.
I figured I'd find you here. You always come every time you're eliminated from the tournaments. You still miss him, don't you?
It was this exact spot. Right here was where I lost him. I come here after every tournament to let him know that I'm improving. To let him know that I haven't forgotten him.
Then why do you always look so glum when you come here? Pichu wouldn't want you to be miserable, especially after such a close match.
Reaching the top was a shared goal, a path we always intended to walk together. But without him, it just isn't the same. Even with how much I've improved, I can't let go of the fact that Pichu will never have the opportunity again.
I understand how you feel, but even though he's not here, I think Pichu would be proud of how you've carried on. You're fighting so hard, Mewtwo, and with every tournament you get that much closer to becoming champion. If anything, he'd be more upset that you're so gloomy after such a milestone win.
I suppose you're right. He would want me to be more positive.
You said it yourself. He was a beacon of happiness. I'll leave you to...
Wait, Zelda. If you aren't busy, would you like to pray with me? I think Pichu would like that.
Of course. Anything to make you both happy.
Hey Fox, it's me again. I noticed you took an extra outfit with you. Mind telling me where you're at? Yo, Fox, you've been gone pretty much all day. You alright? Just hit me up with your location so I know you're doing okay. It's me again. Fox, I get it. You're sore about losing. But you can't storm off like this forever. I'm going to do a quick flyby and look for you myself. Then maybe we can talk things out. Hey Fox, just got done with my flyover, and I couldn't find you. I'm thinking of asking Zelda to gather everyone and launch a search party. Unless you want to save us the trouble and just answer my calls. Come on, Fox. Please.
Please tell me you're finally stopping that nonsense. Your kind are so... emotional.
It isn't like I'm forcing you to listen. I don't even know why you insist on staying.
Insist on staying? Me? You're the one who's resisted all my attempts to get us back to your world. You're the one who insists on staying.
Maybe because I want to stay. Maybe because I realized how much I wanted to hurt everyone. How much I did hurt everyone.
Are you listening to yourself right now? Has the short time you've spent rotting on this miserable rock already made you forget? They hurt you first. They rendered all your efforts for naught, stripped you of everything you held dear. And what did they offer in return? False expressions of sympathy and concern.
It wasn't false.
It wasn't? You mean to tell me that you actually think they cared about you? They're no different than you, Fox. All they craved was your throne, your status, your power.
Perhaps. But that still doesn't excuse.
Again with that brat's death? You claim he never did anything wrong to you, but he still participated in those tournaments of yours, right? He was just as guilty of lusting for attention as everyone else. Don't let the fact that he was a child stand in the way of your ambition. You've always been of a superior caliber, Fox. Even in the short time we've been acquainted, I could tell that about you. So why abandon your prospects of returning to greatness? Why resist my attempts to help you regain what you lost?
Because as much as I hate my losing streak, as much as I hated how lower tiers were surpassing me, hurting them the way I did wasn't the answer. And I have you to thank for showing me that.
Unfortunately, you wasting away in exile isn't a viable answer either. I've expended a lot of power simply keeping you alive, let alone trying to take us back. Without sustenance, we'll both be dead soon enough.
Good riddance then. Maybe I'll actually get some peace and quiet before I die in this wasteland. Say, how long have we been out here anyway?
A few weeks at the very least. But in relation to your world, it's difficult to say. You could have been out here for a few months, a few years, possibly even a few centuries. Say, wouldn't that be a wonderful scenario? Returning to your world as you are now, only to find that everyone you've hurt has been worm food for a couple 100 years? Why don't we put that theory to the test and—
I've said it 100 times before! No matter how often you try, I won't let you take full control of me ever again!
And I'll remind you of my power 100 times more, if I have to. No more defiance. We're returning to your world now!
No! No! No!
Oh, that feeling.
It can only mean one thing. Some way, somehow, Fox has managed to return.
Then we need to find him before he starts more trouble.
You're out of it today, Roy. What's bothering you? Roy, come on. You can tell me.
I'm just not into this whole fighting thing anymore. I think I might opt out of the new tournament they're setting up.
That can't be it. I've known you long enough to know that you love the thrill of battle. There's something else behind your decision, isn't there? Do you still feel guilty about...
Don't ever mention that to me again. Sorry. That incident. That is my main motivation for throwing in the towel.
Where would you go?
Home, I guess.
Would you ever want to come back?
I don't know. I'll see you around, Mar.
Roy.
Marth!
What's the matter, you two?
We think Fox is back.
What? Are you sure?
We both felt the same sensation from when Fox abducted our friends. If that isn't a sign of his return, I don't...
Mew?
Shh! I think I sense his presence. Stay here. You never should have come back.
And down you go! Ah, my head. Mewtwo? Mewtwo, stop! Stop!
I'm not incapable of mercy, but you aren't worthy enough to receive it.
Mew, stop!
He's yielded Mewtwo! Release him!
Why did you come back, Fox?
I'm not here on my own will! I'm under the influence of something evil. The same evil that compelled me to do all those horrible things. Please, I need—
Don't insult us with your lies. Whatever excuses you've crafted, I won't hear a word of them.
Mew!
Please, you two! I'm genuinely trying to warn you. You have to believe me.
Why should we, though?
You kidnapped our friends, forced them to be your soldiers, and murdered one of our own. And now you're trying to say that you're innocent?
But—
Sorry, Fox, but there's no reason why we should believe you, or welcome you back. Come on, Barth. Let's see if we can find Mewtwo and calm him down.
I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. Not when we have Fox right here. What if he—
If he escapes, we'll just track him down later. He could only go so far, after all. After we're done with Mewtwo, then we'll finally go on to the more permanent solution of dealing with Fox.
Please, wait! Zelda! Marth! Please, don't— You gotta believe me. Don't leave me alone.
That Mewtwo's grown much stronger since we last fought. Enough to temporarily free you from my control.
Shut up.
But that's not what's important, is it? No. What really matters is how they'll never accept you. In their eyes, you're still a liar, a traitor, a murderer.
Shut up.
Why? I'm just being honest, Fox. And you already know that I admire those things about you. Which is why we're going to be together forever.
Shut up!
Remember who you're talking to now. I could just as easily do them all a favor and kill you. But that would be counterintuitive, wouldn't it? No. We're going to finish what we started earlier. And this time, there will be no interference or defiance on anyone's part.
Go away, you two.
Mewtwo, please. You need to compose yourself.
Compose myself? You expect me to be composed when the traitor responsible for my friend's death rears his face again?
Of course not. But being him to an inch of his life will...
Don't lecture me, Zelda. Killing him will make a difference, because not only will I regain my peace, but the world will as well.
Are you alright, Zelda?
Yes, I'll be fine. I know he didn't mean to hurt me, but seeing Fox again is clearly bringing back the memory of Pichu's death.
But the way he beat Fox, and what he did just now...
Mewtwo's anger is born from trauma and regret. He had a point. We shouldn't fault him for acting like this given all that he's been put through.
Should we continue pursuing him then?
It would be best to leave him alone, I think. There is nothing more dangerous than a mind clouded by rage and contempt. For now, we should return to the temple and plan our next steps. I just hope he comes to his senses before he does anything rash.
You must really want to die if you've sought me out this far.
I sought you out because I intend to kill you. You're still a liability. But now, there's also the personal factor. I won't have you interfere in my plans again! Yeah.
You've gotten weaker in your exile. I feel sorry for you, Fox. If only because you're a shadow of the Smasher you once were.
You two, wait! Let me at least explain myself!
After you announced your intent to kill me, give me one good reason why I should.
Because I'm not the real enemy! There's something else out there! Something that's been using me!
If this is the same lie from earlier, then...
It's not. Just... please. Let me explain. And if you still don't trust me afterwards, then by all means, go ahead and kill me. Like I said before, I was under the influence of something evil. I'll admit that my attitude steadily turned worse over the years. But when I was exiled, this entity revealed itself to me. It admitted to feeding off my bitter feelings and encouraged me to do the things I did.
And what evidence do you have to back up this claim?
Mewtwo, you saw what it did to everyone it corrupted. Do I look like I've always had that type of ability?
Fair enough.
And as bitter as I was towards you all, my offer of mercy was genuine. It gave me the Smashers who I held the most resentment toward. So I had no further reason to harm any of you unless you resisted. Especially Pichu. I'm so sorry for taking him away from you, Mewtwo. Sorry for twisting the knife further when it happened. For mocking you over it. I don't expect you to forgive me, or even trust me. All I ask is that you believe my story.
I still find this hard to believe, but I have a way of using my psychic abilities to validate your claims, if you'll permit me to use it.
If it gets you to see that I'm telling the truth, then do whatever it takes.
Just call me a friend. Think of me as a proactive version of that little devil on your shoulder. You have no choice. I will use your mind and your body for as long as I see fit.
What was that?
Memory is a powerful tool, Fox. That's why I chose to read yours. It was the only way to prove that your explanation was genuine. But now I'm left with a question. Is this entity still with you?
It's hard to tell. When you beat me earlier, it briefly lost its hold on me. I don't feel it now. But that doesn't mean it can't possess me again.
Then let's go.
Go where?
To find Zelda and Marth.
Mewtwo, they're not going to forgive me for what I did. They said so themselves.
I haven't forgiven you either. I'm simply trusting you to help us resolve this issue. And so should the others once I share the truth with them. If we can stop whatever this entity is plotting, perhaps then we will pardon you for your crimes.
So much for Fox being of superior caliber. That Mewtwo would make for a suitable replacement. But he might be too strong for me to handle. There has to be someone I can gain a firm grip on. No. Nice bargain, but no. Definitely no. There we go. This one should do quite nicely.